Some men just love the thrill of the chase.
Hey, baby. Pyro's my name. And lady, you're getting me hot.
Well, ain't that a coincidence? 'Cause you're getting me bothered.
You sure told him, Cher. Guess some men just don't have what it takes to please my woman.
What you want, Cajun?
Gambit come to express his undying love with some sweets for my Betty and another gift from me. Today, I'll show you how to make these miniature Valentine's Day gifts yourself and reveal the secret gift Gambit got for Rogue. As always, the link to this template and my shop are in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with everything miniature. The basic tools you'll want to make your miniatures are a cutting mat, an X-Acto blade, a ruler, some glue, a mint on card Gambit 3 3/4 action figure from the 90s, an MOC 3 3/4 90s figure Rogue, and I also recommend the retro 6-inch reproduction figures, as it is nice to have beautiful toys to look at while you make your minis. Lastly, you'll need the template, of course, silly, the link to which is in the description below. Step 1. Print the first page of the template on 65-pound cardstock and the second page on regular paper. To make the pink gift box, you will first want to score the paper along all the lines shown, using the naturally occurring edges as guides. Once you've scored along all the lines shown, you can then proceed to cut out the template, just like you would a bad friend from your life. Next, you'll need to make deep cuts along the line shown. These cuts will allow you to create the flaps you'll need to glue the box together later on. Once that's done, you can begin pre-folding the template along all the scored lines. I also recommend that you try getting a feel for how the box goes together first, before applying any glue. Once you feel brave enough to take on the entire world, you are now ready to glue the box together. I use Aleene's tacky glue because I'm lazy and it sets fast. First, apply glue to the dark pink tab along the side and affix it to the inside of the box. Try to line up the edges as cleanly as you can. Once dry, you can repeat the process along the opposite edge. After it dries, it should look cute and beautiful, like this. Next, you'll want to apply glue to the dark pink tabs on the opposite side. You can glue both tabs separately or simultaneously, depending on your level of patience. But either way, you'll want to pinch the corners in and line up the edges cleanly. Now you should be left with 2 dark pink tabs and a triangular tab. Apply glue to each of the tabs, then close the box, being careful to tuck the triangular tab to the inside of the box. Apply pressure along the sides to make clean edges, then gently press the bottom of the box against a flat surface while it dries. Quelle bonne surprise! You've done this before, haven't you? It's looking good. Now, it's time to apply the paper ribbons. Cut out the long paper ribbons denoted A as shown. Then, use the center guide at the center of the bottom of the box to glue the ribbon to the center of the box. In school, they teach you never to use the same word multiple times in a sentence. But I'm an adult now, so I do what I want. Once in place, you can then proceed to apply tiny dabs of glue and wrap it around the box as shown. After that, simply repeat the process along the opposite side. Next, cut out the 4 medium paper ribbons denoted B as shown, and then bend them into tiny little thingies of sorts, little loops, and glue the tips together till you have 4 little thingies. Now all you have to do is take your thingies and glue them to the top of the box at opposing angles, forming an X, as in exciting, exuberant, or any other words that start with X. Now, cut out the small paper ribbon denoted C as shown, curl it into a tiny thingy, and then glue it to the center of the box using the X-Acto blade to position it and apply pressure. There you have it, the cutest little gift you could possibly give to someone you love.
What'd you get me for Valentine's Day, Gambit?
Oh, well, you see, Betty.
Honey, you're too young to be accepting gifts from older men.
Now let's make the heart-shaped box. As before, we'll start by using the naturally occurring edges as guides to gently score the paper along all the lines shown. Once the paper has been scored, you can then proceed to cut out the template by using the X-Acto blade for the fine details and the scissors to remove the rest of the template. After removing the template, all you need to do next is use your scissors to cut out the curves of your heart. This part requires a little patience if you want it to look perfect, so I recommend picturing yourself in the Amazon rainforest. You can be a warrior or a villager, your choice. You're carefully examining the exotic flowers while reclining on a soft bed of moss. There are only friendly animals around you, and no bugs, because this is your happy place. By the time you snap out of your fantasy, you should have something that looks like this. Now, pre-fold the template along all the scored lines like so. This is a good opportunity to also get a feel for how the template goes together. Once the template is folded along all the scored lines, flip the template over and begin to bend and mold the paper so that the sides follow the curves of the heart. It's now time to glue the tiny white tabs to the inside of the heart-shaped box one at a time. While doing this, you'll want to carefully bend and shape the paper so that it cleanly follows the edges of the heart. If you find yourself becoming impatient again, simply go back to your happy place as discussed before. Once you have glued all 4 tabs along the sides of the heart, it should look something like this. You'll notice that the bottom can now close down, and the red tab should go on the inside of the box. Now, simply apply glue to the 4 tiny white tabs and the red tab along the side and close down the bottom of the box like so. Gently apply pressure along the sides and ensure that the edges line up cleanly. Then, press it against a flat surface till it dries. Beautiful. We're now ready for the finishing touches. Cut out the long paper ribbon, denoted A as shown. Then, use the red line at the top of the box as a guide to glue the long paper ribbon like so. Next, simply apply tiny dabs of glue and wrap it around the box. Now, cut out the right-angled ribbon, denoted B, and paste it to the top of the box as shown. Next, cut out the medium paper ribbons, denoted C. As before, we'll want to curl these in half and glue the tips together to create 2 thingies, which we will then paste to the top of the box like so. Finally, cut out the small paper ribbon, denoted D, curl it into a tiny thingy, and then glue it to the center of the box using the X-Acto blade to position it and apply pressure. Unbelievable. You're really talented.
A pack of cards?
Those not just any cards. That Gambit's lucky deck.
Not today, ain't sugar. 'Cause the only game I know is solitaire.
Don't worry, Cher. Gambit will teach you plenty of new games. If you ask me nice.